How do you get started, especially in social media? How do you get started building an audience?
You can hire in however you want. There are no rules. As long as you can build it and make it work, then it doesn't matter.
I just quit my job to launch a product I've been building for 6 months, looking for advice before it all starts. Well, that's why we're here.
I like all this customization.
Yeah, I like the product in general.
Now, here are add-ons that I would sell.
It comes down to the content you're providing has to be genuine.
Yeah.
If you try to fake it, it's so obvious sometimes.
Yes.
You try to when you fake this content. I'm not saying there aren't people out there who are faking content, but it's so obvious. All right, well, welcome back to Start It or Scrap It, the podcast for the business entrepreneur.
I feel like we just did this.
We did just do this a couple of days ago, but not everybody that's online is going to know that.
No, correct.
So this is Start It or Scrap It. We are the business and entrepreneur podcast for people looking to start a business or people that are currently running a small business and have questions about, well, such activities as running a business, employees, marketing, advertising, really anything that has to do with the business. Startups.
Getting your paperwork in order.
Or just, what do I do with this idea?
Yes.
Anything like that. So for those of you watching live on TikTok, hello and welcome. I am Mike Turkanian.
I'm Gummy.
Did you forget who you were?
No, the thing went off.
If you have questions during the live podcast, please put them into the comments area, and we'd love to get to your questions live on the show today. Otherwise, we will be going to Reddit to take questions from Reddit as well, and get some of those Redditors answers too, because we love the Redditors also.
Yeah.
So. How you been, man? So we just did this a couple of days ago.
I know.
So a couple of days ago, for those of you who don't know, we had the pleasure of doing the podcast live on Monday in front of a series of high school students at Newman Goretti High School in South Philadelphia in their beautiful podcast room.
Yeah,
which was really cool.
It was nice talking to some of the students and stuff.
It was, yeah.
Because talking to them, you can obviously tell what their inspirations are.
Yeah. Oh,
so like this.
Yeah.
This one girl that I was talking to that was asking about like sports podcasting or like, and that stuff. She had just watched, what was her name? Katie, whatever, that just got that giant contract with ESPN.
Katie Ledecky?
No, forget what, Katie Feeney. I think her name is. She was a Penn State student that started doing social media, especially on like Penn State and stuff.
Okay.
Gained a huge following, through the social media.
Okay.
And she's big enough that now ESPN actually hired her on.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of this, that was a question about a lot of this, from a lot of the students, of course, is how do you start? Where do you start?
Yeah.
How do you build an audience and things like that? So I thought maybe we talk about that a little bit at the beginning of the show today before we take questions and such. Is, what is it? And because obviously we talk to the students about this as well, but how do you get started, especially in social media? How do you get started building an audience? Like you deal with this on a regular basis. You've had a huge audience. You lost it because you gave it up, and you're building it back up again.
We didn't lose it. We started a secondary account. So I still have one account with.
You still have that account with a large audience. I thought you closed that down.
No. We never closed it.
Okay.
We have a couple of accounts in that 10 to 15,000 range.
Yep.
And then one or two accounts that are sub 2,000.
Okay.
And I can tell you, especially on apps like TikTok, is that it has gotten much harder to garner followers.
Sure.
People are realizing you don't need to follow someone.
Yeah. And you'll still find your algorithm.
No, as long as like they still keep showing you similar content and they'll keep pop backing.
That's what I mean. It still shows up because of the algorithm.
But you don't see all their content anymore. You only see the type of content
that is
that you have viewed before or engaged with. So people
so if we were talking about school buses one day and someone has sees a lot of information about school buses, and the next day we're talking about dinosaurs.
Yes.
Even though it's the same people, it wouldn't necessarily show up in their algorithm.
Correct. Because that's not part of their interest.
Right.
So
you don't know. They might like dinosaurs.
Yeah, they might, right? Like, so they might introduce, but they slowly start. So like when you're scrolling through your social media, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because all of them have gone to interest-based. So it doesn't matter what you're scrolling. Every once in a while, you'll see something and you're like, why am I seeing this?
Right.
That's the algorithm testing new content on you to see if you would possibly be interested with it based on other viewers that also like what you like and then like this type of content. So every once in a while, that's how they try to introduce new content to you to see new interests and stuff.
Okay. So again, I guess the question becomes, if you are you're starting up, right?
Start.
Start what?
Literally start.
Start what though? Like, what do you start?
Record a video and put it up.
Okay. And I've heard it doesn't matter the content. Just record something that interests you.
Yes.
Right. I've heard, this was Gary V saying this. I heard that one of the big things now that again, it's not a okay, let me back up and I'll get to what I was going to say.
Okay.
And now we said this to the students as well.
Yeah.
If you're going out there specifically just to build an audience, you're going to have a hard time building an audience.
Yes.
If you're going out there to genuinely share your experiences and knowledge and things like that, then you're going to have, it's going to be a much easier time building an audience.
If you want to be an actual influencer, then yes, you have to be authentic, talk about stuff you like, because I have seen people with huge followings that can't sell a t-shirt, that can't like they have followers, but they are not an influencer. They're just someone with a lot of followers, right? There's a huge difference between the two. An influencer can influence people to do something. Someone with a lot of followers is just entertainment.
Sorry, I'm looking for something specifically here.
But there's a difference between being an entertainer and an influencer, as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely, yeah. And one of the things that that again, as I was talking about, Gary Vaynerchuk said is try doing something new.
Yes.
And recording that.
Yes.
Right. Like, I want to learn to play the clarinet, or I want to learn to code, or I want to learn to bake, and show people your journey into that.
Yeah.
People love those kinds of things because you know what it does? It gets other people thinking, man, I want to do that too. Because when you see the Michelin star chef, like Gummy was a chef, right? When you see the Michelin star chef, it's easy to say, oh, wow, they're so good at that, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, they've been doing it for years.
Correct.
Watch the person who's never done it before, because that's you too.
So I am actually following someone right now. They bought an abandoned golf course.
Okay.
And I am absolutely fascinated as I'm seeing them try to restore and rebuild this golf course, right? Like, but for them, it's not about the social media. It is, they just decided to record them restoring this golf course.
Okay.
Right. And it is absolutely amazing to see how many greenskeepers and head pros people
I'm sure
have just literally been like, the guy will come on and say, hey, so this is where the green used to be. We have no idea what we're doing. And then you go read the comment section.
Right.
And it's literally greenskeepers telling them helping them how to restore the greens and stuff. Like, I'm loving this content because the business is the golf course. The social media is the advertising for it. Right.
Yep.
And I'll guarantee you there'll be tons of people lined up to play once they finally get their first 9 holes open. Because of course everybody told them, start with the driving range, right? If you can get the driving range open, you have revenue.
Yep.
You have people that can come in. And so that's what they did. And now they're working on restoring the first 9 holes. So then there'll be a 9-hole golf course with a driving range. And I'm like, it's just such a brilliant way of using social media to document how you're building the business.
Yeah.
Right. And there are a gazillion golfers out there that are following.
How many zeros is that?
That is 11 zeros.
Okay.
But like, there's a million golfers following them. It's funny because not only are the golfers following them, golf brands have gotten involved. Like,
oh, sure.
Russell hats, that make the hats.
Yeah.
Actually sent them a batch of like 40 hats.
Really?
For free. And they're like, here, you can sell this and
pretty cool.
Can help restore the golf course, right? The guy used to work for some, I want to say like energy drink company or something like that. They found out what he was doing. So they've now started supporting him, like giving him more time off. They provide drinks for the golf course.
That's great.
Yeah, it's just so cool to see what a social media following can do to change how you can do business. Right. And like when I first started getting a following, like I would reach out to people from my other account and be like, hey, I have this podcast, or here's something I'm trying to do. And I would get no responses. And I'm like, let me test this. So I would go to my main account that had like, at the time we had like 76,000 followers.
Yeah.
I would message the same people. I would get a response within an hour.
Really?
Oh yeah. Yeah, having a following definitely buys
Definitely,
you
yeah, it
access.
helps. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it buys you access.
That's pretty
Like
cool.
I've talked to a guy that was like, he was like head of HR for Microsoft, right? Like that's not someone you can just
No,
email and go, "Hey, do you want to be on a podcast?"
no, right.
Right?
Exactly. No, that's cool. But again, it comes down to the content you're providing
Mhm.
has to be genuine.
Yeah.
If you try to fake it, it's so
Yeah.
obvious sometimes. You
Yes.
try to when you fake this content. I'm not saying there aren't people out there who are faking
So
content, but it's so obvious.
yeah, I've another guy is um the head of paid advertising for VaynerMedia. He's actually on social media.
Okay.
I've talked to him too. Like, and it was funny because I literally just sent him a message and I pretty much immediately got a response.
Very cool.
Like it's so following, if you are a business owner, having a following can definitely give you access to things that you otherwise wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Like it's very interesting.
So we have our first question from TikTok. This is from Charlie Chaco, who says, I'm developing an AI chocolatier. Think zany and wild flavors like Willy Wonka that can, within 10 questions, craft the perfect candy bar for that individual. Ooh, I like this. Is this a sellable idea? How should I integrate this into the marketplace? Okay, well, let's unpack this a little bit. First off, I'm a chocolate guy. Sorry. Dark chocolate. I'm a dark chocolate guy. 70% or more. That's me.
Okay.
Right. But I'm thinking, okay, that's great. What if 500 people want 500 completely distinct types of candy? How are you going to produce that?
So,
Why do you know the answer to this?
so it is not as hard as you think to build flavor profiles in chocolate.
It's not. Okay.
No, because it's meltable, right?
Right. Sure.
So
Yeah.
think like a fondue pot, right?
Yeah.
So you can warm chocolate, add flavors to it, and then pour it into a candy bar. What this idea is not the custom candy bar, it's the experience. So they do this with bourbon.
Really?
Yes, there is actually, wait for it, a franchise out there.
What a shock.
And so they
Where's my bell?
they have a
Okay.
they have a base bourbon, right?
Okay.
That is their
I could see that. And then they add to it.
right. So you go through a series of questions and you answer questions and you do all these things, and it literally builds a custom whiskey around your flavor profile. Then they have a bunch of other whiskeys and you get the recipe. 1 ounce of this, half an ounce of that, and they all have very distinct flavors. And then they blend that and you get your custom whiskey bottle that is tailored to your specific.
So that's
taste.
got to have a high premium price then, because
Does not.
how couldn't it?
The base bottle is $39.
No, I'm not worried about
Oh.
that. But then you think about all the individual things that have to happen to that bottle for your specific needs. It's got to take an hour or two, right?
Yeah, that's why I said like this is an experience.
Yeah.
It's not just you're getting a custom candy
Right. So
bar.
that bottle's got to cost you 150, 200 in the end, at least.
No, it's not that expensive.
Really?
Yeah, no, they're not. There isn't.
Okay.
The production cost is relatively low, right? So you're paying for the experience, and it honestly it only takes like they turn it into an event, but you can literally go online right now, answer all the questions, and it'll tell you how to blend it.
Okay.
Based on what they have, right?
All right. Well, hold on. Let's assume you're paying someone $25 an hour to do that work.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, plus overhead costs, tax, etc. So you're probably all in 33, 34 bucks an hour for this person. Okay. How long is it going to take them to make one bottle?
So they don't do it individually. So normally it's like a group thing.
Oh,
So
okay. See, that's what I'm talking about.
So there's like 7 or 8 people that get together. Everybody gets a
and they
base
want their
bottle.
flavor profile for that group.
No, for each individual in the group. So everybody goes through the questionnaire.
Yep.
And then you get your custom recipe, and then everybody blends their bottle while you're there.
Okay.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
So this is like an experience. It's
right.
not.
But I don't know that that's what he's referring. Maybe it is. Maybe Charlie Chuck is referring to that, where the people are there and their chocolate's being made and all that stuff. But what if it's about manufacturing and sending it? That's what I'm picturing. I'm picturing I go online, it asks me questions, and in a few weeks I get the bars delivered to me. That would be
you could.
You certainly could, but that'd be a manufacturing nightmare.
No, it's small volume. Like you see this
small one.
Well, you would have to have a minimum.
I guess,
on it,
yeah,
right?
to order like 10 or 100 or something like that.
I
Yeah.
mean, if you go to, you've been to Europe. Have you been into a chocolatier in Europe?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
How much are you paying for a piece of
Right.
candy there? Right. So like if people are willing to pay for it, and I'm pretty sure someone would be willing to pay for a custom chocolate bar that's tailored to them.
Yep.
Because we all want that perfect chocolate bar because none of us have it.
Came close in Zurich once.
Right. But you know, I think once again, if it's low volume, high cost, this is a luxury item. I think it's very doable.
Yeah. Oh no, I think it's very doable as
Mm-hmm.
well. It's just that be prepared again. So okay, so we talked about two different approaches to this.
It's like the first time I went into a fudge shop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how is this surviving as a business? Honestly, right?
Why?
Because I was like, is fudge really that popular? And
Oh yeah.
Right.
Especially on the shore.
Correct. But I had never seen it before, right? So to me, this was all new. And I was like, not in a million years would I have thought that you could have 40 kinds of fudge and people would flock into these places.
Yeah,
right?
well, they have that same thing with saltwater taffies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how saltwater taffy places get by with just selling saltwater taffies, but apparently
they're delicious.
Oh, they're good, but
yeah,
still. So all right,
it's like a thing, right?
So Charlie Chaco, we have two different approaches here. Just to recap, approach number one is hold on, Charlie. Charlie continues. The idea is people would purchase more than one and additional costs for customization. I am using custom action.
Customization.
Oh, we just spelled it wrong. Okay. I thought the X was there on purpose. Yeah, freely, because we would want to create the illusion of customization. Of course, we cannot create every flavor, but can create the illusion of it through the correct. Okay, got it. Okay. Thank you, Charlie. That clears it up a little bit better. So I still think you have the two approaches still.
It's kind of like fudge.
Yeah. So approach number one is people are there. It's an experience. It's a thing to do on a Saturday afternoon with a group of, friends, maybe 15 friends or so, or whatever, bridal showers, birthday parties, whatever. And then, or number two is they go online and they do their flavor profile and you create it and send them out a box of 30 of them or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah. But in this case, what you can even do is just like the fudge. So it's not necessarily that I'm building a custom flavor for you. I'm helping steer you to the flavor you would most likely like.
I have 30 different flavors already pre-made.
30,
Here's
50,
the one that's more like
correct.
Yeah, right. So I guess that's a third approach.
Yeah. So like there's multiple ways this could be done. And
but to answer your initial question, I like the idea. I like the idea quite a bit. Too. Yeah. Listen, man, and I don't know how true this is.
What's your favorite candy bar?
Candy bar, like commercial candy bar in the store,
right?
God, it's gonna be one of those Lindt chocolates that are like the the high cocoa percentage.
For me, it's the Lion bar.
The Lion bar?
Yeah, you can get them in the
Icelandic
UK.
bar?
No, it's a UK thing. I absolutely never bought it because I thought I was going to hate it, and then someone had it. And I'm like, hey, can you break me off a piece? And it is by far the best, my favorite candy bar. And I can only get it at one place.
Really?
Yeah.
Never heard of
in the US. I can only get it in one place. I'll bring you one.
Yeah, please.
But it's one of those, like, if I had something that would have told me, hey, you're probably going to like this, I would have tried it, right?
Here's the thing, Charlie, to be concerned about, that at least this is what I'm hearing. I don't know. I'm not in the industry. The cost of chocolate is going through the roof.
Yeah.
Well, you say that like that's not a big deal.
It's not.
Why?
Do you care what your 70% chocolate costs?
Well, right now it's like $2.50, $3 for one of the bars. If it starts getting to $5-6 a bar, I might think twice. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not. Right, like I
gotta have it.
No, but here's the thing. Like I love the what's it called, Milka chocolate.
Yeah.
Right. They went from $5.99 a bar, like one of those big ones, the shareable ones, to $8.99 or $9.99. I still buy it.
Yeah.
It's a luxury item. Yeah. Right. Like I don't care if it's $5.99 or $9.99. I like it. I'm buying it.
You're buying it either way.
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody can do that. Maybe
I know everybody can, right?
But then again, this is a
correct.
this is a luxury base, sort of like a luxury kind of item.
Not everyone can go
Right.
spend $300 on a Sam Adams Utopia, right?
True.
But they only make
Or
10,000 of them, right?
Right.
So it doesn't matter. You just need 10,000 people that have $300 to buy a
Right.
Utopia.
Yeah.
Right. So if they say, let's say he's selling the bar for, I don't know, $3.99 a piece, which is what, $2 higher than an average candy bar?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Which is crazy to me that a candy bar in a store is like $2.50 now. That's unbelievable.
They used to be like 99 cents.
99. I remember when they were 25.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
So really, it just comes down to, does it matter? Are you going to need to sell 1 million of them at $4.99? No. You could
1,000, 10,000.
You can sell 100,000 of them.
100,000.
Right? That's $500,000 in revenue there. Right?
No, it's true. So, Charlie, I hope that gives you some good insight, some good information. Thank you very much for your question. Anybody else on TikTok, if you have questions you want to get answered on the podcast today, please send them into our comments, and we'd love to get to you. So, in the meantime, I guess we'll head over to Reddit.
Let's do it.
Let's see what Reddit's doing. All right. This is from, we are in the entrepreneur subreddit. This is from Halir, who's Haleair, Haleair maybe? Haleair, something like that. I just quit my job to launch a product I've been building for 6 months, looking for advice before it all starts. Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
All right, last month I resigned from my job because I honestly couldn't stand it anymore. I'd been working on something on the side for about 6 months, and I finally decided to give it everything I got.
Good for you.
Yeah, very good for you. I've been building a custom inhaler. And custom inhaler case company. Sounds nice, but I've had asthma all my life.
Niche.
Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Sounds niche.
It is niche.
Sorry, something came up. Something came up on the on the chat at the same exact moment. Sounds niche, but I've had asthma all my life and always thought inhalers look so clinical and boring. They kind of do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did that same thing with phone cases, right? I wanted to make something that feels personal, something people can actually like carrying. You can customize with different colors, materials, and engravings. And based on the way you spelled colors, you're in the UK. It's been a wild few months. I've taught myself how to design, prototype, and build a website. Good for you. That's fantastic. Launch is next month, and it's starting to feel very real now. I'm honestly excited, but also terrified, as you should be. I've got some savings to give it a proper go, definitely in the UK, but I know the next few months are going to test me. For anyone that's been in a similar spot, what do you wish you'd known before launching? What helped you push through when things felt uncertain? Any advice or lessons from your own experience would mean a lot. Awesome. I mean, just that's fantastic. That's you are exactly the person who needs to be listening to this podcast. 100%. Would you like to start?
So I haven't done a product launch in a long time.
It's been at least a couple years for me.
Yeah. Well, you were involved with
Distro, yeah, with the lollipops,
yeah. But like, I haven't done a launch like that in probably 15 years.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like 6 months or something like that.
like an actual first time product launch.
Okay.
The only thing I remember is that it's way slower getting momentum than people think.
Oh yeah.
And the ad dollars spent were way more than what they had anticipated.
Right.
Actually, come to think of it, the last product launch company I was involved with was bottled water.
Really?
Yeah. They were taking glacier water out of Iceland, shipping it to the US and bottling it. And that took a while. I mean, it also depends on like how many are you expecting to sell, right? Like with this type of stuff, if he does 100 a month, that's 3 a day. I would say that's pretty damn good. I don't know how many he has the ability to produce.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a bunch of people out there. Once again, it's the Yeti idea, right? Like find a niche market and solve a problem for it that you may not know is a problem.
That's a very niche market.
This is
and
a
I think
market.
That's great. Who would have thought of that, right?
I think it's
I know so many people that use inhalers.
Yes.
And they all look exactly the same. They all have the little steel cap with a steel container with usually a little orange or yellow thing. That's it.
Yes, they're very boring.
Yeah, you can make them fun.
Yeah.
You can make them a lot of fun.
I like this.
I think it's a really cool idea.
I think it's a cool idea. Like I don't know how big that market is.
There's a lot of people with asthma, especially in the US.
Look up how many people use an inhaler.
Oh boy. Okay. If my keyboard was on, maybe I would.
That's like, I think this is a legit. You don't even have to use the US. He could ship these anywhere.
28 million people in the
Just
US
in
use
the
an inhaler.
US.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically 1/10 the population.
Yes. So if you take that across Europe, for example,
Let's say the world.
400,
480 million people in the world use
I
inhalers.
think there is a market there.
Oh, yeah. You think 500 million people's a market? Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Yeah, just if we take the asthma group, not even anybody else that uses an inhaler. Yeah, this is like, I like this idea.
No, I like it quite a bit. So let's get to his questions though, right? So his questions are about, what did you want to know? What would you have learned, or like to have learned before you started? So I would say first things first. One of the things, so we just helped with did a product launch maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. And one of the things we should have done was pre-sold the product, right? We should have gone out there and contacted distributors and such to pre-sell the product into the marketplace, because what we would have found a couple of things. Number one, we would have found if there was really any interest in it, right? And sometimes there's not interest until there's interest, meaning that people are going to say, no, I don't want it. And then one celebrity uses it on a show somewhere. Now everybody wants it. So sometimes there's not interest till there's interest. But the other thing would be that even in the no's, if we would have gotten rejected, we would have learned quite a bit about the marketplace and how to sell into it.
Yes.
Sometimes it's a matter of you're just selling into the marketplace the wrong way. So pre-selling the product, trying to get into distribution networks and such would be one of the things that I would do. I would have done differently this time around with this product launch that we were doing.
For a mass produced.
Yeah, for a mass produced product, sure. And
I think this is an ideal candidate to start taking pre-orders.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, without question. Yeah.
People that use an inhaler, they're going to need it in 3 months and 6 months and 9 months. So it doesn't matter if they have to wait.
I would change this up a little bit, maybe too. I like the ideas of the cut, almost like with what Charlie Chaco was saying with the, it's not really customized. It seems like it's customized, right? Customized colors and materials. I think you can have 200 options that make it feel like it's customized. I don't know that I would do the engravings just yet, because you really want to get your business started with, here are 20 orders, pick, and ship them out. As opposed to...
See, I disagree.
Really?
Yeah.
To start?
Yeah.
Because with the engravings, everything stops.
Well,
you got to take the product, get it engraved, and then send it out.
Correct.
But as opposed to having a warehouse with the product ready to go.
That is part of what's making you totally unique, is the fact that I can put, like, let's say
Are you though? Or is the fact that you're even doing this unique?
Like my daughter has an inhaler at school.
Yeah.
Right. And it's labeled with this dumb sticker that just says, if I could have gotten her a purple inhaler that said Gabriella and my phone number on it, I would have ordered it, because she's going to have that inhaler at school for the next.
Okay, so why not a combination of the two, right? Because you could print out stickers like that.
I don't want stickers. Very easily. I want engravings.
So my issue with the engraving is, okay, if there were 40 different products doing this, okay, separate yourself by engraving, right?
I'm pretty sure you can buy color inhalers.
Maybe. I'm sure we can look it up real quick, but I really feel like this is a very niche.
It is
very, very niche.
It is, but this is
the problem with the engraving, though, is it's going to limit what you can do.
You're assuming that everyone wants an engraving, right? But like the fact that he's also allowing me to choose material, that's far more of a concern, because now you have to inventory even more.
If you have 20 items, 20 colors with 10 different materials,
okay,
that's 200. Right? So you have what, 2,000? That's 10 of each?
That's a lot.
That's not a lot.
Engraving is literally one machine. You type in what you want on it, you put it in the thing.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the process, right? I'm thinking about the process from getting the product ordered to delivered.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to eat up time. It's going to eat up money.
That's okay. That's also a premium.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could do it, sure. I guess what you do is maybe I'm reading this wrong. Maybe you can sell just the color and material, and you can also have it engraved if you like.
Correct.
Right.
I'm
So
assuming that's how he's going to do it. It's just like Yeti,
yeah,
right? Like
or the Stanley Cups.
no, so Yeti specifically on their website have a customization option.
Oh, that's right.
You've seen my Red Knight cups,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
I literally upload my logo. Now I go from, instead of getting my cup in 3 days,
Yeah.
I get it in 13 days.
Right.
Right. Big deal.
Right.
I'm engraving the cup.
So yeah,
I don't really care how long
I guess
wait.
I guess as long as you keep the engraving as a separate separate part of the order.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make it part of the order flow.
No, it's an add-on.
Yeah, I
right?
think it would have to be.
Absolutely.
Because if everybody gets it engraved, that's going to, I feel like that's going to be a problem.
That's extra money.
It's extra money, but it's also a heck of a lot of work, especially for somebody who's starting out on their own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, well, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking about someone with a big warehouse and 20 employees. I'm thinking about a person who's by themselves.
But that's no different than a jeweler.
Why?
Because not every item you buy from a jeweler is going to have an engraving or be customized.
Yeah.
A bunch of the stuff is just going to be bought off the shelf.
Right.
But then 10% of their orders, they have to do something to or engrave them. And you just, it's
and if
into
it's
the
10%,
workflow.
I'm cool with that. I'm good with that for this person.
But even still, once again, if it's an item people are willing to wait for, right? If you have on the website, and this is something you need to do, by the way, is say engraving adds X number of days.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
So people need to be aware that yes, everything else
costs $10 more.
Everything else ships in 2 days.
Right.
But currently there is X number of days for us to engrave, right? And then the more people order engraving, if you're running behind, you literally log up to the website and say, add 2 extra days for engraved products.
Yeah.
Right. It's not a,
no, that I'm okay with.
Yeah.
I'm okay with. I'm just worried that, be prepared for an overwhelming number of engravings.
Correct.
How are you going to handle that?
And warn people if there is a wait time.
Yeah. Yeah. There might. Yeah. In fact, that's a good point.
Yes.
Be able to update that. Instead of 3 days, it's going to be X number of days.
Correct.
Be able to update that on the regular because that might go to 40
and
real quick.
Correct. But that has to be fluent, right?
Yeah.
But that's also a huge moneymaker. Let's say it takes you 10 minutes to engrave one, right? And you can charge an extra $3.99.
Oh yeah, that's worth it.
Like,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's $24 an hour.
Yeah. Like you could, if you're that backed up, you can hire someone to run the engraving machine.
Right.
Right. Like problem solved.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like all this customization.
Yeah, I like the product in general.
Now, here are add-ons that I would sell.
Oh yeah, please.
Like my daughter loves those like sparkly things that you can stick on her water bottle and
the bedazzled.
Yes, but like they're like have really strong glue.
Yeah.
Like once they're on her water bottle,
They never come off. Yeah.
I can put it through the dishwasher and it doesn't even come off, right? Sell those type of add-ons because that could be like $2.99 and you get like a sheet of whatever that people
the little
can
fake jewels that you can put on there.
Yes,
yeah, of course.
and you'd be amazed how quickly that adds up. Like your cost on it is negligible.
And you know what?
And because it's an add-on to what people are buying, like they're like, oh yeah, let me just grab that. And you're like, oh, that's an extra $1.25 for me for doing nothing.
I'm sorry. Did you say you have an inhaler or your kid has an inhaler?
I have an inhaler too, but
you do. Okay.
Mine is seasonal. It's allergy related.
Okay. But you said your child does too.
Yeah.
Okay. So from a parent's standpoint, where you're probably thinking, oh, you know, I hate the fact that my child needs to have an inhaler. So maybe this kind of something like this is kind of like it helps that, you know, helps that blow a little bit, right? Because it's
it's cool.
It's not just that it's cool, but it's also personalized to them. And it's like, you know, if we're going to do this, let's make the best out of it.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like the more you can customize.
I see that part of it now. Yeah.
Because it's going to be the moms and the dads buying these. Like you're like, I don't care if my inhaler is gray and sterile because
I'm an adult and I really don't care.
Literally sits in the drawer in my house.
Right.
I don't have to carry it around. It's not like asthma where I need to have it on me at all times.
Right.
Like I use it in the morning at night. Do I care what it looks like? Absolutely not.
It's just albuterol in there. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine's just an albuterol inhaler. But for someone that has to carry it around like asthma, like if my daughter had full blown asthma,
right,
I would buy this for her in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Right. I'm even thinking about ordering one from him now whenever he starts this,
Yeah.
just for one to keep at school, just so that hers doesn't look the same as everybody else's.
Right.
Right? Like with a boring sticker on it that says Gabriella Max Stew Puffs,
No, I like
right?
it.
Like, I think this is a really, really cool idea.
No, I do too.
And the fact,
I like this idea.
Look up how many people in the world have asthma, because that gives you a number of people that actually might need to carry.
I spelled it wrong, but
that's okay.
262 million. Quarter of a billion people have asthma.
So those are probably the number of people that we can guarantee.
And that's in 2019.
Yes.
Oh.
So that is probably the number of people that have to carry around an inhaler, right? So let's say, let's divide them up by age groups. So let's say a quarter of them are 16 and under, right? Oh, you're going to look it up?
Why not? The internet's our friend. 33 million children and adolescents under 18
in the
have
US.
asthma.
Oh, no. 4.9 million children in the US. Yeah. So 33 million people. Kids have asthma.
Yeah.
And if that's the market you're going after, and you're the only one that's selling fully customized inhalers, you just got yourself a marketplace of 33 million. Now, let's say half the world can't afford it. Let's say 3/4 of the world can't afford it.
Yeah. Well, just stick with the US. There's still 5 million in the US alone.
Correct.
I guarantee you, Europe will have no problem affording something like that.
Yeah.
You know, $5-10 for these things. No.
Yeah.
I think it's a good business. I like the business a lot. I like what it's doing too. I really like the idea of what you're doing here, because you're right. It's very niche and nice.
Yes.
But I think it's very niche.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be a very big demand for it.
Yeah. And I think there's going to be, you know, if you can get the kids to start using it, they're going to want to change it up when they become adults. Right.
I agree.
And now you're probably going to get to the people that also want to have multiple. They want to have one for when they go out.
Right.
They want to have a work one.
One that matches this outfit, matches their shoes.
It wouldn't surprise me the least, right? Because
all.
if you're always carrying it around, right? And it's kind of like, I'm not going to say it's embarrassing to have to pull it out and puff it, but I think if people were pulling out something that looks cool, they'd be far less hesitant to just pull it out whenever. I mean, I know they have to do it. It's not really a choice.
I'm just curious, would there be a situation where someone would have to carry 2 different inhalers because they're 2 different medications?
Probably. It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm just curious if that's the case, because then there you go. There's your customization for that too.
I left my doctorate degree in the car.
Oh, did you? I guess it's Hail Air, I guess is the name. That's a great idea, man. I love it. I love the idea. I love that you have been building it for 6 months while at another job. I love that you've left your job and decided to go all in. If I can give you one more piece of advice, don't quit.
No.
It's going to take time before something like this picks up. Don't quit. I don't care if it's a year in and you still don't have many sales. Don't quit. Something like this will work.
And overestimate your marketing budget.
Oh, yeah, please.
Put this on Instagram, TikTok. Get this out to the moms.
Yeah.
And get it in front of the kids.
Heck, start going to hospitals and giving them away to children with asthma.
Give them to children's hospitals.
Yeah, children. That's what I mean. Children's hospitals. Yeah. And start giving them away to children's hospitals. Yeah.
Yeah,
that would be.
If you want a social part of it, then yes, give some away as well, and that is, you know, that can be part of your social giving back. Yeah.
All right, we are going to go back to TikTok for a minute. We have some questions and comments from Mowing and Rolling. Says, I started back up my lawn care and snow plowing business this year as someone who's paralyzed.
That's pretty impressive.
That's awesome.
That's
I thought it's kind of fitting and maybe inspiring. When asked what their biggest challenge has been, financially, I started with 4 residential yards and had to hire an employee. Generally in my business, I would never have to hire someone until I grew much bigger, but obviously I had to here, which is where I might have the question for the host, if I'm on the right track with some things I've taken on in order to grow and hopefully hire better quality next year. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
so, all right. So there's multiple ways of owning a business, right?
There's multiple ways of growing a business.
Well, right. But hear me out for a second. So a lot of people, and I'm sure most people on the show are probably thinking, as a business owner, you're going to start the business, run the business, grow the business, and then bring on employees.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily have to be the case.
Nope.
I could know absolutely, in fact, I do know absolutely nothing about running a restaurant, nothing whatsoever. Doesn't mean I can't buy or start a restaurant and hire everybody I need to run that restaurant.
Yep.
Right. I could do that. You could do the same thing that, what is it? It's Mowing and Rolling set does here.
Mhm.
Right. He's paralyzed. I apologize, he or she, but we'll say he's paralyzed, and he started a landscaping business.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be the one going out and doing the landscaping.
Nope.
In fact, most landscaping owners, after they've owned the business for many years, don't touch the lawn ever again.
And let's even say, okay, I don't want to make assumptions.
Yep.
Let's say that he's able to sit and he can ride the lawnmower,
Mhm.
right? And do the actual mowing part. You can hire a sales guy, right?
Right.
So you could do the lawnmower, someone else could do your sales.
Yep.
Right. So there's multiple ways of doing it. Because I remember I was talking to an HVAC guy not too long ago. And one of his big things was, he's like, I love doing the work. He's like, I don't like all the other stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't like the sales.
Yeah.
I don't like, and
Yeah.
I'm like, then why don't you? He's like, yeah, now I got to hire a new tech and I don't know. And I'm like, then don't hire a new tech. And he goes, what? And I'm like, hire someone to run the business and you keep doing the work. He's like, but I thought I was supposed to move up.
No.
I'm like, you don't have to. Like, there's no rules that say that you can't keep being a tech and own the business.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're out there now providing the service, doing the actual work. You can guarantee the work being done, right?
There are companies out there, not Fortune 500 companies, of course, but there are companies out there where the owner of the company will hire a CEO
Yes.
to run the company,
Yes.
even though the person that the owner is reporting to the CEO.
Yeah. I have,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
It's funny because, like, I have someone that runs probably 80% of the business.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I handle none of the financials, none of the billing.
Oh, good for you.
None of the time management, none of the payroll.
Oh, see, I got to get that.
None of that.
I got to get that.
I handed all that stuff over to someone else. I can focus on just working on projects and doing sales. That's all I do anymore.
Yeah.
And
which is what you should be doing as a business owner,
right?
Building the business.
But I don't have to worry about, like, people don't come to me to ask for PTO.
Yeah.
Like, someone else handles that. They don't.
Go talk to them.
That's pretty much it. Yeah. But I set that up for that reason. It's
right.
Like, am I still involved in a bunch of stuff? Yes. Am I the one doing the work or worrying about it? No. Like, so during COVID, we got an SBA loan.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day I was like, I don't even know that I've ever seen a statement for that loan. Like, I've never seen any of it other than I signed the initial paperwork. And just last week, the lady that handles all my finances goes up and say, hey, oh, by the way, I just wanted to let you know, we've been making extra payments on it, so we won't have a balloon payment at the end.
Oh, good.
I'm like, that's what I said. Oh, good.
Good to know.
Right?
Thanks.
But not having to worry about things like that is a huge relief, because that allows me to focus on the stuff that actually grows the business.
Right.
Right. Like, it's, so you can hire in however you want. There are no rules. As long as you can build it and make it work, right? Then it doesn't matter. Just as long as it keeps growing and you hire in people that do either the work or the management.
Right.
There's no rule for who you have to hire when. Like, it drives me nuts when people are like, but
well, they don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Because when you watch a video or whatever, or you think about the typical business owner, you're thinking about the person who wants to own the business, is running the business, is there all day long, is, that is a thing. That's probably 70% of businesses out there, if not more. But there's also other ways to do it where sometimes you're completely passive. You're not even involved.
Yeah, no.
You hire a management team and they do it for you.
You could be the guy doing deliveries and still own the company.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Exactly. So there's all different ways to do it. So mowing and rolling, good for you, man. I love that. That's great. Congratulations. Yes. That's awesome. I am so happy to hear that you're not letting that.
He recently got a contract for 6 apartment complexes, plowing and salting sidewalks.
I don't have this.
Huh?
I don't have this on my screen.
I see it on mine.
Oh, okay. Explain. I'm sorry.
No, he just said he got a contract for 6 apartment complexes, plowing and salting sidewalks. Like, that's a great contract.
It's huge.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge.
And once again, you can hire people to go out and
Yeah.
and do the sidewalks and the salting.
Exactly.
You don't have to be the person out there doing it.
Yeah. Congratulations, man.
And
That's awesome. Proud of you.
I ran into someone, I want to say probably like a year ago, 2 years ago. And I'm hoping that'll allow me to hire better employees next year instead of part-time. Listen, just it grows at whatever rate it grows.
It'll grow. Don't force it.
You will be able to hire better people. You can up your prices slightly, provide a better service, all in good time. Just you're doing all the right things, it sounds like. So, but anyway, so I was saying I ran into this guy, I want to say it was probably 2 years now. All he does is go out and get commercial cleaning contracts, right? So he goes out, gets the contract signed, and then he sells that contract to cleaning companies.
Okay.
He takes 25% off the top.
Cool. Great. Love that.
And
so it's just a referral business.
That is the entire, no, it's more than a referral business because he has a signed contract.
Okay.
He's selling the contract to a cleaning company.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
So it's beyond referrals because it's an actual, like, you're paying for a pre-signed contract.
Yeah.
So you just have to go in and do the work. And I'm like, that's a brilliant business because you get to close all the deals and then you just hand it off to someone else. And if they mess it up, you've gotten your 25% off the top because he sells it to the cleaning company. So the cleaning company forks over 25% of the contract. Mm-hmm. If they mess it up and they get fired, that's on them.
That's on them. He already got his money.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an ingenious business to be in.
Yeah.
Like if you're in sales and marketing, I mean, this is the same thing that happens with the solar industry, right? There's a ton of companies out there that basically just sell you the installation and you buy the installation from them and then they turn around and sell it to a local solar company.
Right.
They buy the contract, they do the installation, all that stuff, not the company you originally bought it from.
Right. Subcontractors.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, once again, they're not subs.
Well, sort of. It's sort of like a subcontracting arrangement.
Yeah, but they literally sell off the contract. So,
I get it.
So I can't call them and say, hey, the guy's messed up the installation. They just go, well, go talk to the company that installed it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with us anymore. Like it's in the contract. It says this contract will be sold to another company that will, I'm like, huh.
Homeowners are not happy about that. I can promise you.
I talk to this 26-year-old kid in Arizona. Makes $400,000 a year.
I'm
doing
sure,
this,
but if I was the homeowner and I found out that I made a deal with you and you sold it to somebody else, as long as everything goes okay, I don't care. But if you sold it to somebody else and things go awry, I'm going to be mad at you. Now, I might not have any legal legs to stand on, but I believe I'm going to try.
I can be mad.
Yeah,
right.
That's what I'm saying. Homeowners will be upset when something goes wrong.
Yeah, but it's funny because, like, I always say, like, if someone's mad at me, it doesn't really bother me because I don't feel it. You're the one that's mad.
You don't feel the anger in the universe,
the animosity. No, you can go be angry in your corner. It doesn't affect me, right?
All right, so moving and rolling. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. I love to hear that. All right, we have another question from Denny Benny, who says, I am a chef who wants to bring pizza making to the world through affordable and home demos and classes.
Yes.
What type of insurance do I need? How do I make sure I'm properly protected? No LLC yet, by the way.
Yeah, but it sounds like he hasn't started yet.
All right. If you haven't started yet, cool. If you have started yet, stop.
Go file your LLC.
Go
today. File all the paperwork.
All right. So let's talk. So we're not going to go into the LLC class right now, but again, get the LLC. Mm-hmm. You need it to protect yourself. Your insurance will do a great job of protecting you, but where the insurance stops, the LLC will hopefully kick in and protect you the rest of the way. Yes, there are ways to get around the LLC. There's also ways to get around the insurance. So do the right thing, get yourself an LLC. Yeah. What type of insurance do you need? Excuse me. So, well, if we're going to people's houses, you're definitely going to need general liability insurance. No question about that.
He's probably going to need some type of food related insurance.
Yeah, I was just going to say, is that like E&O, errors and omissions, or something like that? I don't think it's an
E&O.
No, but it's not E&O, but it's something like that.
The restaurants have a policy that insures them for like.
Let's ask the magic box.
Food poisoning, stuff like that. It's not super expensive. Like and because you're not really a restaurant, my guess is he would be considered almost more of a caterer?
There it
or
is.
what
Food
is it?
contamination and spoilage insurance.
See, I don't know all of it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like, I
yeah.
didn't know what
I
it was
couldn't remember.
called.
I
No,
know I've heard this before.
There was a policy for it, right?
Yeah.
The insurance is going to be relatively cheap because you're not doing mass volume. You're not you're not a restaurant, right? Like, and people are cooking it themselves. But I love this idea because pizza is.
Oh, we love pizza. I love pizza.
I love pizza.
Everyone loves pizza.
I mean,
actually, no, I know one person that does not like pizza.
So I'm kind of curious if you're still here, Denny, is like, are you bringing like a not necessarily like a wood fire oven, but like a pizza oven, to them? Like,
Right.
are we doing like, you know what they're like, Solo Stove has
Yeah, I
one
know you
that's
mean, yeah.
propane. Like,
Yeah.
are you bringing stuff like that? Or are you just showing them how to use the oven? Like, now I'm curious, like, do you bring pizza stones?
Right.
Because like making pizza is like an art form.
It is.
I'd like just like making
And it doesn't just go
bread.
into a typical oven in most cases. I mean, you can, but
I don't have an LLC either, mainly because I don't understand which LLC would work best for me. Which LLC would
which
work?
LLC? Are we in the US?
I'm assuming.
Let's assume we're in the US.
We don't call them LLCs elsewhere.
I think they do in the UK.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. No, they do. What type of LLC? I mean,
so the LLC is pretty much determined by like whether you have a partnership, whether you're a sole proprietor.
No.
Any of that stuff, isn't it?
No.
No?
No, an LLC is an LLC. It's just a matter of how many members there are.
Okay.
With if you have more than one person, as you would in
So
a partnership,
an
it should be a
LLC
multi-member LLC versus a single member.
It's just the LLC period.
Yeah, but you can start off as a single member LLC and bring in another member at any time.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that has nothing to do with it. The only thing I can think of is two possibilities here. And again, Benny, if you want to give us a little more detail.
This wasn't Benny. This was
somebody
someone
else. Well, someone else. If you want to give us a little more detail of what you mean by what type of LLC, there's only two things I could possibly think of.
I think he may be confusing S corps with LLCs.
That's the first thing I was going to say is you can have an S corp election, which is a tax election, but it doesn't change the type of underlying business you are.
Correct.
And quite frankly, you can still form your LLC today and you have 180 days from the time you form your LLC to make your initial S corp election.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, you have to wait until the beginning of each year and you have through March 15th to make your S corp election. But all you got to do is talk to a tax advisor and they'll tell you if you want to be an S corp or not. In most cases, you want to be an S corp. I would say 70% of my clients probably 80% of my clients that start LLCs, we make them an S corp as well.
Okay. Yeah,
but that doesn't change the fact that you're still an LLC.
Correct.
All right. That's number one. Number two, in some states, there are what are known as perpetual and limited LLCs. And you have to define whether you're perpetual or limited. Now, Pennsylvania is not one of those states. In Pennsylvania, you want an LLC? Here it is. We don't care what you're doing with it. Go
file it.
Right? Go file it. Exactly. But in some states,
give us our $49.
Yeah, 75.
75.
No, I'm sorry, 125.
Oh, it's up to 125.
Oh, yeah, it's been 125 for quite a while now.
Okay.
So anyway, in some states they have perpetual LLCs versus limited LLCs, which is perpetual. Clearly, it is something that's going to go into forever, or as long as the business is going to be around. Limited is it's only going to exist for 4 years.
Oh,
and you would do something like that if it's like some type of event or something,
right? Or like if you're filming a movie.
Exactly. Correct. Yes. Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. So
The thinking cap is on.
So that might be what you're referring to.
Mm-hmm.
In some states, they want to know if you are there's also what's known as a limited purpose LLC, but that's just what are you doing with your LLC, right? So I'm not exactly sure what you mean by what type of LLC, but if you want to put into the comments, person, whoever you are.
He didn't say. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay,
good. Oh, there you go. File it today. Done.
Literally that. Most, like in Pennsylvania, there's literally a state website that walks you through the steps of filing your LLC.
Yes, Pennsylvania is one of the easier ones to do it with.
You explained it well. I was confused. Good job, Mike.
Hey, no problem.
Good job.
And I'm sorry, I got to say this for liability purposes. This is not legal advice. I'm an attorney, but I'm not your attorney. Right. If you still have questions, please contact a licensed attorney in your area. But hopefully, as friendly advice that helps you put you in the right direction.
Pizza guy.
Yes, I love pizza.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
I love teaching people how to make, because I don't think most people realize how simple it is to make pizza. The hard part is finding the right recipe for the dough. Right? That is really the trick behind pizza.
Yeah.
Like, do you want your pizza light and fluffy? Do you want like
the thin crust versus
one
the
that
deep
rises
dish?
a little bit? Do you want
what do you like better? Do you like the thin crust, the deep dish, the regular?
So at home, I like thin crust. I used to use a pizza stone. I don't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I found these weird sheets of, they feel like plastic.
Okay.
Okay. And you put them in the oven and they heat more than the oven. They almost absorb heat.
Oh, wow. Cool.
So they almost work like a pizza stone without being the stone.
So it cooks the bottom a lot better.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the bottom becomes
that's the important thing.
Super crispy, almost like
that's what people
almost
don't realize,
like using a stone, just
can't have mush.
Better.
You can't have mush on the
pizza.
bottom.
No. And same thing, you got to be careful with how much sauce you put on in comparison to the dough you're using.
Right.
Like it's such a, and what's cool about pizza, it's like highly individualized.
Oh yeah.
Like almost more so, I think, than any other plate of food. Like if you have a risotto, people are not as finicky about a risotto as they are like pizza. Pizza is like a religion.
It is.
Right?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Like,
yeah.
It's weird almost to a point, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, pizza has to be very specific to your individual tastes.
Yes.
Now, your taste can change.
Do you like,
and you like multiple types.
Correct. So like where I buy my pizza or how I make it varies, for example, because like I'm the type of guy, I want my toppings, I want as little crust around the edge as humanly possible.
Okay.
I don't like big crusts.
Oh, I do.
Right.
On the end, you mean? Yeah, I do. I like the crust on the end.
Unless it is a wood-fired pizza.
And it's burnt. Yes.
Then so like it's
got to have a little bit of char on, just a little bit of char.
Right? So like when I'm
getting pizza after this.
When I almost bought one of those Ukas or Uno, I forget what they're called, the ovens that are like a combination of firewood and propane.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Because then you can put a log in, but you can use the propane.
Oh, cool.
And the propane actually helps the log, so you get even better heat, but you still get that slight smoky flavor from the wood. I know.
It's the best.
Like
I love like when we were at your house a couple weeks ago or last week for Halloween. And it came home. We had the solo stove out there, and with the smoke came home, and the sweater smelled like smoke. Yes, I love that smell. It's like, so great.
It's like, oh, I was
the fresh firewood smell.
Camping, but I wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, the smoky flavor in like wood fired ovens, there is no replacement for it. Like you can't fake it. It adds a flavor. It's like smoking meats. It adds a flavor, and there's no way to replicate it other than actually using the wood to cook the pizza.
Yeah.
It's great.
So good.
I want to know more about it. But
yeah. So Denny, start your LLC, number one. Number two, your insurance. General liability without question. General liability, and I'm not an insurance guy, but I know enough to be dangerous sometimes. So again, this is just friendly advice, not insurance and not legal advice. Your general liability insurance will cover things like if you break something in that person's house, or any a knife falls on their foot or something, that will cover that. And then if you have this food contamination, spoilage insurance. If you bring cheese that was bad or something and people get sick over it, or if something happens on, I'll read that in a second, or something happens with, someone gets sick from the food, that insurance will cover you as well. Gearhead Court says they concur on the wood front. Yeah, absolutely.
There are just certain flavors you can't fake.
No, you can't fake it.
You absolutely cannot. You can't fake the flavor.
Oh man, I was hoping we wouldn't get it.
You can't fake the flavor of the Arnold Palmer half lemonade, half iced tea. Others have tried, but there's nothing quite like the Arizona one.
Is that right?
I'm telling you.
And it's so good? Is it delicious?
They are absolutely delicious.
Is it yummy in your tummy?
Oh, pour that over a nice big cup of ice. It helps if it's a Yeti cup.
Of course.
Oh, I should start promoting Yeti too. I talk about them enough.
We talk about Yeti. I mean, we have this sticker on our table. We have nothing else on our table but a Yeti sticker. Might as well promote them too.
It's because we used it for an episode. We were talking about like little things you can put in. See, Gearhead agrees on the Arizona Arnold Palmer front.
Oh, Gearhead, if you don't watch the show enough, Arizona is not a sponsor of this show.
We haven't gotten a cease and desist. Though.
We have not.
So until
Gummy
we get
would
that...
love to hear from Arizona, and he would love to get Arizona to sponsor the show, but they are not a sponsor of the show. And all he's asking for is a couple of cans. That's it. It's all he wants.
We have
52 shows a year. Well, no, we did. I guess we're gonna do 53 this year with the extra show, but still.
So that's all I would need: 53 cans of this, and there will be one on every show.
And well, there already is one on every show.
There is one on every show.
Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free, Gummy? All right, you're in marketing. You know how this stuff works.
I know.
No, I love it. I think it's so much fun. So, but no, Arizona, unfortunately, is not a sponsor of the show.
It's not
yet.
It's not
yet.
Yet
they will be at some point, I think.
So I saw he said you can add some bullet to it. I think that makes it a John Daly.
Oh, is that right?
I think that's what they call it when they take that and add that
bullet to it.
When they add that to it.
It's a rye.
No, well, they have both.
Okay.
But yeah, they call that, I think, a John Daly because he used to take that and then add bourbon.
That's funny. Thanks, Gearhead. That's great. All right. I think we're almost out of time here.
I think so.
Wow, it's an hour already.
I know.
My gosh, this goes so fast.
I got to go get my Suburban wrapped today.
Oh,
the decals on the windows.
Right. So just for people that don't know that have not seen,
Gearhead goes, makes sense to call it a John Daly. Yes, it does.
When we first started the show, we were doing 90 minutes. That went by pretty quick too. Yeah. But man, this hour format.
We only got to like 4.
I know.
3
or 4 questions. I think
yeah,
that's okay. That's all right.
No, keep going.
That's why there's next week.
We're here every week, Gearhead.
Yeah, every week, 11:30-ish on Wednesdays. We will be here, and yeah, man, it was a great show today. Always good to get people on TikTok. Thank you so much, everyone on TikTok who's watching live. We really appreciate it. We appreciate your questions, and we will be back next week.
Yes.
On Wednesday, 11:30-ish
You'll
Eastern.
still be here, right?
I'll still be here.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, man. Good seeing you.
See ya.